Welcome back to Math 142. Today we're going to talk about the law of science. In this section, we will have the introduction, the law of science, and I'm going to show you how do we find the law of science. So use the Pythagorean theorem on the triangle ABD to derive the generalized Pythagorean theorem. So now, given you a coordinate plane, we were given a triangle ABC. Let's say this is A, B, and C, and the side are given. So the corresponding side A, B, C. The theta also is given. Now, here you have a right triangle in here, D. Okay, so I'm going to write down what is given. Given not a right triangle, just any random triangle ABC, and each side are given. Also theta is given. We want to use that to represent or replace the Pythagorean theorem on ABD. So now let's look at ABD. So in ABD, since A, the vertex A is given, because in the ABC triangle we were given. So if we let the coordinates A, we mark it as X and Y, what do we have? Then we know that this length AD is equal to Y, and then CD is equal to X. So why do I want to know that? So because in order to apply the Pythagorean theorem in this right triangle, we need to know the length of each side. We want to know, we already know C. This part we don't know, this part we don't know. But now we know because this is equal to Y and this part is equal to X minus A. So now let's write the Pythagorean theorem. It's equal to X minus A square, and then add Y square equals to C square. That's the Pythagorean theorem for the right triangle ABD. In the right triangle ABD, we have the Pythagorean theorem in here. And now simplify, we have x squared minus 2xa plus a squared plus y squared equals to c squared, right? We just break down the x minus a squared. And what's next? So if you look at the big triangle, I'm going to use the blue pen. In the big right triangle ACD, what do we have? Well, we have cosine theta equals to y. No, cosine is the adjacent side, which is x over b. So we have x equals to b times cosine theta. And then also in the big right triangle ACD, we have sine theta equals to the opposite side over the hypotenuse. So y is equals to sine theta times b. Now, let's replace x and y into this formula. So we will have x is b times cosine theta square minus 2x. Oh, x needs to be replaced with b times cosine theta times a. The thing that need to replace, let me use a blue pen. And then at y is b times sine theta square equals to c. Now let's simplify it. We have b squared cosine square theta minus 2ab cosine theta plus b squared sine theta square equals to c. Now let's regroup this. b squared cosine square plus b squared sine square. We want to put these two groups together. Why is that? So that I can factor the common factor out. Oh, c squared. Now, common factor is b squared. So we have a sine square plus cosine square minus 2ab cosine theta equals to c squared. Now, this part is equal to 1. That is the Pythagorean theorem in the trigonometry. So we got b squared. Oh, we forgot the a squared. We forgot the a squared in here. So we need to add the a squared. Add the a squared. Let me add it in the front. Okay, now we have everything. So we have a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine theta equals to c squared. This is our law of cosine. So what does law of cosine state about? So law of cosine state about that in any triangle, it doesn't have to be right. We have this theorem, a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine theta. Theta is the angle between a and b. Now, take a look. Theta is in between a and b, or the opposite angle of the c is equal to c squared. So, theta is the angle between the side A and the B. So here's the Pythagorean here is the law of science. We derive that from the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.